So guys, as you can see behind me, I have my laser red 1998 Audi A4 with the 1.8T. So the story behind this car, originally I put my wheels from my other car over here, my other Audi, on Facebook Marketplace. Sorry about any road noise as well. But I put my original wheels, not my original, but the wheels that I used to have on my A4, my VMRs, on Facebook Marketplace. And I don't use Facebook, I don't really have Facebook. But I made one, got it Facebook Marketplace. And on Facebook Marketplace, I found this. And this originally was $400. I'll post the ad, I'll put it in the video, show you what it was. I should still have it saved somewhere. But for $400, I couldn't pass it down. So I was looking at it, and it said I had a transmission leak, and that was all that was wrong. So I messaged the guy, said, hey, I'm interested in the car, can you tell me a little bit more about it? He said, it's $400, it's not going to be a Rolls Royce. It's like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, it's rough around the edges, it's not a perfect car, but he said it did run, and it did drive. And for $400, a running and driving car, something that looks as good as this, there's no major dents or anything. There is some scrapes, some scratches, but that's just what comes with a 21-year-old car. So we worked out a deal to come look at the car, and I went and looked at it, and before he was there, I was looking it over, and I already convinced myself into it. I already told myself, $400, I'm not going to find a better deal. All I had was a transmission leak, so I was ready. And then the seller got there. He's about my age, and he told me, so the seller told me, if I take the car, it's $200. So I said, deal. I paid him right there on the spot, and I said, I will be back to pick up this car. So a week later, I trusted the guy enough. We signed everything off, into my name. So we signed everything off into my name. I said, all right, I'll be back in the next couple of days. That didn't work out, but I came back the next week. I think this was a Friday I went to look at it, or it was either Thursday or Friday I went and looked at it. And I picked it up on Thursday of the next week. And so I brought it home, and I'll throw up some pictures of just how dirty it was. I probably don't have a whole lot, but I have a few. And I picked it up without a battery, not running, not driving or anything. And so I threw a battery from one of my other cars into it. It started first try, no hesitation, anything. It sounded great, it ran great, and I put it in gear, and there's, it's got a transmission leak, so there's not a whole lot of ATF in it, which I realized quickly and turned it off. But after, running for a few minutes, not a few minutes, but about a minute, probably about a minute and a half, it dumped enough ATF to where it wouldn't stay in park anymore, so it started to roll down the ditch here, and I had to rip the handbrake and get the side-by-side to drag it back up on the hill. But here we are now. I've cleaned it up. I didn't really detail it, I just washed it. I think it's time to cut and buff it before winter, get everything protected. What I'll show you on this, there is almost no rust. I stole this car for $200. That's a steal. There's nothing better. It did come on these steelies that I'm sitting on, which I think I'm going to have snow tires mounted on. And then I've got the stock wheels off my other A4, which I need to have, refurbished, remade, made to look better, which I might do a video on that too if I don't have somebody else do it. So let's go over some of the details of this car and just see, did I really get a nice car for $200? Alright, so the first thing somebody might ask is, well, what kind of transmission leak is this? What's going on? So actually, we lift this up here. Here's the 180. It has all the covers and everything. It's just the airbox was taken off to get some better access in here. If we get right down in here we go. This line right here, well, there's actually two of them. So, this line and the one below it, which is pretty much the same thing, both are getting old, and they're starting to rot. And this whole engine actually is new. If we look at it, it's an ATW block, but this is a 98, so it should have an AEB, and I can prove that with the sticker in the back. At least it's got an ATW head. It's it's still got an AEB block, but an ATW head. That's just how they were. This car was a lawsuit car. I was involved in a lawsuit with Audi. It got a new engine installed by Audi. So they just put the newer one in it. What else is there? Okay, so way down here, you see those right there with the hex on them. I'm just going to disconnect those and put a big oil cooler on this, which I'm going to be ordering very soon. Just got to pay insurance on the beast. And then we're going to do a full coolant flush, because yeah, I'm pretty sure this has green coolant in it. Maybe. It looks like it's actually kind of pink down there, which I guess would be a good sign, but we'll see when I start doing that. My only concern with this car is that if it hasn't had the transmission fluid changed in a long time, I'm worried about the transmission slipping a little. Also, this light was missing, but I had it left over. I had an extra one, so I put it on, which I think I might be switching headlights. That one over here to this one over here, just because when I clean these up, I think I'd like to look a little better. Looks a lot more OEM, and I want OEM. I put a grill on it. Didn't come with the grill. It has a cracked windshield. That's also not really too much of a big deal. Oh yeah, and so this car sat in a field for 10 years. That was the story. So the guy I got it off his church pastor, just kind of gave cars to people. And he intended on fixing it up and driving it, you know, having it as a fun car. Because he had some trucks and other stuff like that. But honestly, everything is here. Everything's here in the car. It's got a few rips, but, you know, that's no big deal. I can get these reupholstered. It's not that bad. I did put this back together, and I forgot the little... this thing that goes in it. It's no big deal. It has the radio insert, which I am stoked on. I do not have one. It's got, when I said it has everything, I mean it has everything. This has a brand new ashtray in it. This ashtray has literally never been used. Like, I can't believe that. Mine doesn't have an ashtray in it. I don't think my ashtray's been used. Both cup holders, you know, are here, and I think they still work. Yep. Well, maybe. Well, okay, that's cool. Handbrake works. Well, we're not gonna roll. Yeah, I guess the worst thing about it is that it is an automatic. So, but yeah, I would like to do the LCD cluster swap in it. I think that'd be super neat. Air conditioning works in it still, all that. This cap is missing. That's, you know, I can get one of those pretty easily. And then let me put this down. This is broken on the tabs. But it's no big deal. I don't need one. But with this car, it's honestly, it really isn't that bad. Also, another super interesting thing on it. Let me pop the trunk here. Looks like a normal trunk, whatnot. Let's pull this up. There are bullet casings wedged back here. And these are big. These are like, my friend looked it up. They said it was AK rounds or something like that. So, what was the church pastor doing with AK rounds? Yeah. I did clean up this. It was super bad. There was a lot of leaves and gunk and debris, and I don't think it was really, you know, probably wasn't draining too well, the water. So this looks a lot better. I'm going to fully detail it. That way there's no dirt, everything's shining nice again. Original, you know, triangle, whatever this is. I don't think it's ever been taken out. I think that's super cool. Also has a spare tire in here, which I've never had in an, you know, a B5 A4. Yeah, pretty much everything that's supposed to come with the car came with the car, except for extra keys. Extra keys didn't come with the car. Center console was taken out, as you can tell, because well, first off, this isn't in the right place, and then the OBD2 is not in the right place. I've got extra mirrors for it. Actually, I think these are for an A6. They're heated mirrors for an A6. Audi A6. Yeah. So if anybody needs heated mirrors for an A6, hit me up, let me know. I got some. I'll send them out for free. It did have this lip up here, but I took it and put it on my car because my car was missing. Also the grills I took on my car because they were missing on my car. All the, front little grill things. But that's about it. This car, we're going to be working on it very soon. Get everything done on it. And hopefully she turns out to be pretty good. Thank you guys for watching my video on the cheapest Audi possibly in the world, but definitely in the United States. If you'd like to follow my journey on the Laser Red A4, please subscribe. If you want to help out the channel, get some more recognition so we can do some cooler stuff, please give this video a like. Of course, if you just liked it, please like it. And we'll see you in the next one.